Why, hello, you amazing, beautiful people, and welcome back to another Taylor Swift Friday reaction. Alright, for the last couple of months, every single one of you has been asking me to finally react to Evermore. So today, that is exactly what we are going to do. We are going to start our full album reaction to Evermore. Now, I've heard a few songs from Evermore already, but not all of them. So, let's do it. Let's do my first full album review of one of my most requested Taylor Swift album reactions, Evermore, right now. Press that like button, press that subscribe button, and without more talking from me, let's jump into my first time ever reaction to Taylor Swift's Evermore.
I'm like the water when your ship rolled in that night.
God, so beautiful.
Rough on the surface, but you cut through like a knife. And if it was an open shut case, I never would have known from the look on your face. Lost in your current like a priceless wine.
Is this the first song on the album? Like, I'm going off of the playlist, and all of you told me to just start with the Willow music video. So I am wondering if this is the first song on the playlist. And I have to say, if it is, it does actually make perfect sense. It does make perfect sense. Thing is, I haven't reacted to the Willow music video, but I know I've seen parts of it. I've seen the climbing into the piano and that sort of thing. I don't know where from. Maybe you heard a Miss Americana documentary or something like that. It is a beautiful song to start an album with.
Lost in your current like a priceless wine.
Incredible lyrics.
The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray,
And an incredible feel as well.
For you to take my hand, wreck my plans, that's my man. Life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. Head on the pillow, I could feel you sneaking in. As if you were a mythical thing, like you were a trophy or a champion ring. And there was one prize I'd cheat to win.
Is the concept behind Willow behind this video as well that you're always that she's like linked to this person, like her soulmate, her partner, that there was something always linking them together? Is that supposed to be the idea behind this thread and sort of what the lyrics are kind of suggesting here? The way this video has been done is amazing. It feels like someone's imagination is coming to life. You know, you have her climbing into the piano, climbing out of this into this enchanted forest, out of this tree trunk, and then now like diving into the water and emerging in this tent and changing the age and always having this connection there. But it literally feels like you're walking through the imaginations of a childhood fantasy almost.
The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray,
Beautiful.
begging for you.
Beautiful video, man.
Wreck my plans, that's my man. You know that my train could take you home. Anywhere else is hollow. I'm begging for you to take my hand. Wreck my plans, that's my man. Life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. They count me out time and time again. Life was a willow and it bent right to your wind. But I come back stronger than a 90s trend.
Gosh, I find myself just getting immersed in this video. Like, I really am just getting sucked into it. I think this has just been incredibly well done. This is one of the most fantasy-based. I can't think of a way to describe what this music video feels. Like, it feels like Taylor has taken a Disney movie and turned it into a music video. That is what it feels like. All the classic, wonderful cliches from a Disney movie. And I don't mean that in a negative way, using that word. I mean that in a good way. Literally, all of those wonderful Disney cliches, all that romance and the storytelling and the beautiful sort of like outfits and effects and everything that comes with it. And just somehow managed to condense it down into a video.
Wait for the signal and I'll meet you after dark.
I love the guitar work on this song so much, by the way.
Scars. Now this is an open shut case. I guess I should have known from the look on your face. Every bait and switch was a work of art.
This video is incredible.
The more that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow.
single shot in this video has been so perfectly curated. Even this one, you've got like a tree of lights in the middle of them as they're standing in this snowy forest, all wearing these like coven or Wiccan outfits. I don't know what you would call them. Just looking so mystical and magical, I think is the best word. In fact, magical is the best word to sum up this entire song and video.
Anywhere else is hollow. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans. That's my man. All that you say, the less I know. Wherever you stray, I follow. Begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans. That's my man. You know that my train can take you home. Anywhere else is hollow. Begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans. That's my man. Hey, that's my man.
The thread wasn't connected to that guy the whole time? I mean, every time she met the guy, he'd give the thread back to her. And they never connected. Curious.
That's my man.
Oh!
That's my man.
Never mind, I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Every bait and switch. There's no way. There's no way that's an accident. That is so brilliant.
Every bait and switch was a work of art. That's my
The timing of that with this video is wild.
Hey, that's my man. I'm begging for you to take my hand, wreck my plans. That's my man.
Anyone else just watching this thinking of Travis? Shout out. Directed by Taylor Swift. How does she do this? 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 A song written by Taylor and Aaron. When I say how does she do this, what I mean is that song was written, created, and then the music video was directed by Taylor. All of what we just witnessed came from inside of her mind. Now, part of me is going, how does she do this? And the other part of me is realizing she's been doing this the whole time we've been reacting to her. So it's not exactly unusual she'd be able to pull something like this off, right? But what I mean is, let me try and articulate my brain, because my brain is all muddled today. What I mean is, how does Taylor, like, birth these ideas? And where do these ideas even come from? How is she able to do this? How is she able to make a song and video like this? How? And when she's writing the song, does she have the music videos in her mind? Like when she created Willow, did she already kind of have an idea of what she wanted the music video to be? Or did she create the music video as an afterthought from Willow, you know? Because the music video still feels so perfectly curated to the song. Even certain timings of lyrics in the song match the music video so flawlessly that it makes you feel like that they were created hand in hand. The music video and the song were created together. Which does make me wonder if they were or if they weren't. I really do feel like Taylor has this absolutely wonderful imagination that she is somehow able to bring to life in the videos that she creates. And this is a perfect example of that. This feels like Taylor, but it also feels like a fantasy. It feels like a magical Disney movie. It has all the elements of a classic Disney love story, of this romance, of this thread attaching you to someone else, and you going through these different stages of your life, of your mind, these different like tales of romance, and going through all these different adventures and journeys, all the while having this thread attaching you to this person, you know? Like these different ideas of what a romance could be between you and this person that you are attached to, no matter what you do in your life, that always pulls you back together. And I love that. I love how it's done. It is beautifully romantic. It was stunningly well done. It is one of the best videos I have seen from her, and that is saying something big time. I loved it. I love the song so much as well. Willow is a beautiful song. The guitar work on it is probably my favorite guitar work on any of her songs. It's so like country-esque. And I don't mean country music. I mean country as in the wild, the wilderness, and nature. It has that kind of sitting around a campfire and someone playing a guitar feel. It feels very outdoorsy. It matches all the themes of the song itself. It feels very rustic. I can't think of a better way to describe it, but the guitar work is just enchanting almost. A beautiful freaking song. So much. Right. Well, let's move on to another one, shall we? Let's move on to our next one. Next one, of course, is Champagne Problems. I'm really excited to listen to all of Evermore. This is gonna be a really fun album to react to.
You booked the night train for a reason, so you could sit there in this hurt. Bustling crowds are silent sleepers. You're not sure which is worse.
I wonder how much involvement Taylor has in the creation of the lyric videos, you know? Because they have the same artistic feel that her music videos have. So I wonder if someone else creates them and sorts them all out for her, or if she has a say in them as well. Knowing Taylor, you would imagine she has a say in them too. And I wouldn't be surprised, because even in the subtlety of the lyric videos, there's still that elegance and beauty that she brings to a music video.
Because I dropped your hand while dancing, left you out there standing, crestfallen on the land in champagne.
Is that supposed to be an engagement ring in the bottom of a champagne glass?
Pocket, my picture in your wallet. Your heart was glass, I dropped it. Champagne problems. You told your family for a reason. You couldn't keep it in. Your sister splashed out on the bottle.
I didn't even realize the ring had gone. And then it just drops back in. And I was like, eh? I thought the ring was there the whole time. I find myself with Champagne Problems just getting immersed in the imagination of this one. Because Champagne Problems is a storytelling song. And it's not like an ambiguous, is that the right word, storytelling song? It's literal. It like tells you the story, like the full story. You can imagine every single line, everything unfolding as if it was a movie playing inside of your mind. And it is incredible how the lyrics of this song just paint that picture inside of our imaginations.
Now no one's celebrating.
Based on the song and the lyrics, it feels like Champagne Problems is someone proposing to someone, whether or not that's Taylor or someone else, but it's obviously from her perspective. Someone proposing to her and her saying no, and the whole party sort of being like, oh, that's what it feels like.
Dom Perignon, you brought it. No crowd of friends applauded. Your hometown skeptics called it champagne problems. You had a speech, you're speechless. Love slipped beyond your reaches, and I couldn't give a reason. Champagne problems.
What an incredible concept that she's just built upon as well. Something as simple as champagne, you know, champagne problems. Champagne being the vase, the vase that was going to be used as a means of proposal, putting the ring in the champagne glass, the Dom Perignon bottle, you know, splashing out on that, the party, the celebrations, and none of that coming to fruition. It's so genius. Looking at an idea of a celebration, trimming it down to something as simple as the champagne of the celebration.
His touch on the Chevy door, November flush and your flannel cure. This dorm was once a madhouse. I made a joke, well it's made for me. How evergreen our group of friends. Don't think we'll say that word again, and soon they'll have the nerve to deck the halls that we once walked through. One for the money, two for the show. I never was ready, so I watch you go. Sometimes you just don't know the answer till someone's on their knees and asks you. She would have made such a lovely bride. What a shame she's fucked in the head, they said, but you'll find the real thing instead. She'll patch up your tapestry that I shred.
It's actually just really heartbreaking. I really feel for this just character that's not even real. You never would know the answer until someone is on their knees and asks you. You know, you don't know what you're going to say until someone is in front of you on their knees and asks you that question. This is something I've always wondered, because you see so many proposals gone wrong. And it always blows my mind that that's a thing, because I didn't propose to my wife until I knew she was going to say yes. We'd spoken about weddings in the past and before, and I knew she'd say yes. Obviously, there's the tiniest bit of doubt in your mind, but I knew she wanted to get married. And everyone in my life I've spoken to who's proposed to their partners has been in the same position. Their partners want them to propose. They both talk about it, and they knew there would be a yes. And I assume that's how most people do it. But maybe I just assumed wrong. In my life, that's how everyone I know has done it. Like, they've always been couples that are madly in love and knew it. But I always throws my mind when you see these like big public ones and the person says no. And I always wonder if they use the public as a way of trying to get a yes from someone they knew would be a no. Does that make sense?
Hold your hand while dancing, never leave you standing, crestfallen on the landing, with champagne problems. Your mom's ring in your pocket, her picture in your wallet, and you won't remember all my champagne problems.
There's a real mystical nature to the instrumental of Evermore, isn't there?
Remember all my champagne problems.
It feels like so far the two songs of Evermore are much more a highlight on the lyricism as well as the instrumental, and making the instrumental almost feel mystical, magical, outdoorsy. You know? Something like that. Evermore feels like it was just created around a campfire in a forest. It has such a magical touch to it, despite its heartbreaking tones, at least on Champagne Problems. Willow being the thread that tied two people together, and Champagne Problems being, well, I don't really know how to compare it to Willow. It isn't comparable. It is someone thinking that they were supposed to be together, and then sadly they weren't. The way Champagne Problems is written is masterfully done. It feels like a short movie. I could imagine this being turned into like a short scene, you know, because it is a one scene song. Whereas in a lot of Taylor songs, usually are these like massive elements of like lifetimes of romance and stories. Champagne Problems takes all of that and puts it into one moment, a proposal. You know, the idea of someone proposing and planning for this proposal, the friends being there, a proposal, and then that proposal going wrong. And that's what it feels like. All of it is condensed to this moment, that moment, done. And it's over. And it is trying to make sense of that. It is just way more heartbreaking than I thought. I don't think I've ever properly taken in the lyrics of Champagne Problems until now. And just listening to it now, I realize how sad the song actually is. And I didn't really know until today. It is a really sad idea. Imagine being like so passionately in love and just feeling like you know this person's going to say yes, having this big party celebration, proposing and getting that no, and then you just can't believe it. Your whole world stops. Everything changes. Your future with this person that you planned is gone, just bursts into flames in front of your eyes. And you're just surrounded by people all holding their breath. I can't imagine what that feels like, but the song captures that moment horrifically, perfectly. Just brilliantly lyricized from Taylor. And now we move on to the next one. Gold Rush, which I don't think I've heard. I have to excuse my nose. I've got a little bit of a cold.
Gleaming, twinkling, eyes like sinking ships on waters, so inviting. I almost jump in, but I don't like a gold rush, gold rush. I don't like anticipating.
This is really good. This gives me different kind of like imagery. This makes me feel like a nighttime cityscape. Like almost like a London kind of vibe with the lyrics. I'm just imagining walking through London at nighttime, a very busy street, almost like the city is just awake. I don't even know why. Just is what it makes me feel like. I love how it has this like celestial choir like vocals opening and then goes into like a faster sort of beat.
Everybody wonders what it would be like to love you. Walk past, quick brush. I don't like slow motion, double vision in rose blush. I don't like the falling feels like flying till the bone crush. Everybody wants you, but I don't like a gold rush. What must it be like to grow?
Oh, that's the way the song completely changes there. It's very unusual. The whole verse and the chorus, there's no like handover. They feel like it almost feels like the track skipped. It is completely separate. Also, I've just realized that so the song is I don't like a gold rush, as in everybody wants gold, everyone wants to get hands on gold, and if that's what this person is like, then I don't like that idea. I'm not gonna join them on this gold rush.
Like a gold rush. What must
God, the way it changes there.
to grow up that beautiful, with your hair falling into place like dominoes. I see me padding across your wooden floors, with my Eagles t-shirt hanging from the door. At dinner parties, I call you out on your contrarian shit. In the coastal town we wander around, have never seen a love as pure as it. And then it fades into the gray of my G.O.T, 'cause it could never be. 'Cause I don't like a gold rush, gold rush. I don't like anticipating my
I love that handover after the chorus though. You know, the way the chorus sort of like fades into like that like empty space, and then Taylor's vocals sort of like just arise out of nowhere and then build that bridge into the second verse here. I have to point out the Eagles reference, don't I? Has to be done. Which obviously is kind of like, whoa. but yeah, it's not something we didn't know anyway. I thought that was interesting. I'm still trying to work out whether or not I like the first handover from verse 1 to the chorus. I definitely like how it fades to verse 2. I'm looking forward to hearing it again on this because it feels so separate.
face in a red.
I actually really love the tempo of this song.
Without a feel your touch.
The song feels like someone like power walking, you know? I imagine every single beat like that we're hearing is someone taking a step.
Everybody wants you. Everybody wonders what it would be like to love you. Walk past, quick brush. I don't like slow motion, double vision in rose blush. I don't like the falling feels like flying till the bone crush. Everybody wants you, but I don't like a gold rush. What must it be like to grow up that beautiful, with your hair falling into place like dominoes? My mind turns your life into folklore. I can't dare to dream about you anymore. At dinner parties, won't call you out on your contrarian shit. In the coastal town we never found, we'll never see love as pure as it. 'Cause it
At the dinner parties, I won't call you out on your contrarian shit. I'm confused. I thought this song was about someone getting all the attention, eyes all on them, and Taylor just not being like everyone wants you, I'm not joining them. I don't like a gold rush, you know. That's what I thought it was about. But now it sounds like they're a couple, you know, and like planning out their journey and their future, and like them actually being together and having these like couple experiences. Have I misinterpreted the song?
we'll never found, we'll never see love as pure as it. 'Cause it fades into the gray of my G.O.T, 'cause it will never be. Gleaming, twinkling
I definitely liked it more the second time. That handover.
ships on waters, so inviting, I almost jump in.
At first, I wasn't sure on the what do you call it? It's not called a handover, but that's what I call it. On the transition between the verse and the chorus, at least the first part, I wasn't sure about it because it felt like the track almost skipped and then we were just in the chorus. But then when we did it a second time, I realized how much it fit. And this song, I have to say, is it. I don't know. I wish I was better articulating things sometimes. The end and the beginning, perfectly tie the song together. Like the opening celestial kind of choir-like vocals that we have, and then the way the song wraps up with the same thing. It has a really nice way of joining everything together, you know? It ties up the song brilliantly. It opens as it ends. It paces itself fantastically. I love that drum beat. I think it's wonderful. I just imagined someone taking steps with every single thing. Like, I think that's probably why I imagined a city. I just imagined someone like power walking through a city. Each beat is someone taking a step past people. That's what it felt like to me. And then the song I thought I knew what it was about. I thought the song was about the idea of everybody wants you, everybody likes you, but I don't like a gold rush. As in everybody wants you, everyone likes you, even if I do find you a little bit attractive, I'm not getting involved in this. And I'm sure there's been points I'm sure we can all think of a situation similar to that. Like, you know, where you're just like, I'm not getting involved in this. I don't want to be part of this crazy. You know, you let's just be honest here. You want to feel like someone wants you. You know, people want that. People want to feel like this person wants you. You don't want to have to compete for love. That's not what anyone wants. No one wants to have to be like standing next to 10 other people competing for someone's love. That's bollocks. Who wants that? You want that person to want you. You want them. You want them to want you. You want them to look at you and just ignore everyone else around you. So that's what this song felt like to me. It felt like Taylor saying that is what she wanted. I'm not competing. I'm not playing these games. I'm not part of this gold rush for you. You're the gold. Everyone's rushing. I'm not part of it. That's what I interpreted it until the end. Until the second verse and the final chorus and the bridge, where it kind of insinuated that they were a couple. And now I don't even know what the song is about. Its complications have preceded me, and I don't know how to properly analyze or break it down. I find myself lost, and I feel like maybe I misinterpreted it to begin with. I don't know. It is a fantastically well done song, though. I really love the pacing. Like I said, that drum beat is wonderful. Carries it beautifully. The vocals are so mellow and chilled, which, to be honest, seems like the theme of Evermore, just 3 songs in. Every single one of these songs have that mellow, chilled nature. Almost kind of like Torture's Post Department. You know how that's like a very mellow sort of album? This feels like the same. We haven't had any songs that are like overwhelmingly crazy. Everything's been kind of mellow and chilled and slower, more solemn vocals and more artistic, lyrically based focused songs, I would say, which isn't just because we're checking out the lyric videos. I feel like each song has painted its own story flawlessly with lyrics. I feel like these are some of Taylor's strongest lyrics already, and I wonder if Evermore is going to feel like that as an album in general. Maybe. So in the future, I'll probably react to more than 3 songs, but because of the sort of longer intro and longer discussions, this video was going to be long as it was. So next week we'll probably do 4. We'll do "'Tis the Damn Season," "Tolerate It," "Nobody, No Crime," and "Happiness." Which, by the way, I don't know if I've heard any of those. I feel like I've heard "'Tis the Damn Season," but I don't know if I've heard "Tolerate It," "Nobody, No Crime," and "Happiness." Have I not heard quite a lot on Evermore then? Maybe I haven't. So there's 17 songs in total on Evermore. I'll probably upload the videos to Patreon as well, because I know people love watching on Patreon. There's a bit of a Swiftie community there, and everyone likes enjoying the episodes together. So if you want to watch these on Patreon, and you want to support these videos, because none of these reactions are monetized or anything like that, you want to support the channel, Patreon's $1 a month. Best way to do it is just to sign up to Patreon, and you can join the other Swifties who will be watching this there. And you'll find you can DM me on Patreon and speak to me on Patreon and that sort of stuff, and we can have a chat on there. But anyway, I hope you guys all enjoyed this reaction. And now, that is it. We've officially started Evermore. We are on the Evermore journey. We will not stop until we finish it. And I said to all of you, I plan on reacting to every single thing, every single song, clip, everything that Taylor has ever been a part of. And that is a freaking promise. So Evermore is just the next stop on that journey. Thank you so much for joining me on it. Please press that like button and subscribe button to support these reactions if you enjoy them. Leave a comment for the algorithm. Share them wherever you can. It really helps my channel here. I don't think you guys know how much. Thank you so much for supporting the videos. Have a wonderful day. And as always, my friends, you will see me in the next video.